Sir Davos, the counselor. If I had a counselor, I would definitely want it to be Sir Davos. So basically, Jon revives back to the living. And Jon's like, what the fuck? What am I doing here? You know, it's like, I died. Like, I got betrayed, you know? And he's like, fuck this, I'm done fighting. Like, I have no reason to be here, you know? My fight is over. And Sir Davos is like, no, hold up. Son, look, you go out there and you fail again. You know, I understand that when you were living, you know, you felt like you did the right thing and you got killed for it. But, you know, go out there and fail again. And that is such a great message, because what people don't realize is that failure makes us great, makes us better. And Sir Arthur Dayne, the Sword of the Morning. Oh man, that guy is a beast. Probably the greatest swordsman in the generation we are in, currently in Game of Thrones. So basically, when Bran and the Three-Eyed Raven are in that flashback, right, of Ned going to the Tower of Joy, where his sister Lyanna is being held, but it is being guarded by Sir Arthur Dayne and Gerald Hightower, the current Lord Commander at that time, on orders of Rhaegar Targaryen. So this is right after the battle at the Trident. So after, like, Robert has won, right? So they go over there. Ned goes over there to go save his sister, because in his mind, his sister obviously is in trouble and he wants her back. And so they encounter Sir Arthur Dayne. And man, oh, and by the way, Ned is with Howland Reed, which is the father of Joylin and Mira Reed. Which, more on that later. So basically, oh man, what a battle. Sir Arthur Dayne, the Sword of the Morning, he's a fucking badass. He's a dual wielder. He took on 4 people at once and won. Ned kills Gerald Hightower. So then it's Ned versus Sir Arthur Dayne. And Sir Arthur Dayne is, like, obviously more powerful, you know. And he disarms Ned. And right before he kills him, Howland Reed stabs him in the neck from behind. Shady, shady stuff. In this world of honorable battles, that's very, very frowned upon, right? And then, you know, Ned clearly, you know, doesn't feel good about what happens, but he decides to, like, make Dayne's, you know, death less painless, so he just cuts him down, right? So then that by the way, before I go on, Arthur Dayne, motherfucking Darth Maul here, what a badass. I just thought of Darth Maul, because Darth Maul, the dual wield lightsaber. Anyways, well, no, he didn't, he had a double bladed, but you get the point, he's a badass. And so, right before Ned kind of goes up the steps, and the Three-Eyed Raven tells Bran, we need to go, and Bran's like, you know, father, and Ned turns around, and is like, it seems like he heard something. So this is the stuff that drives me crazy, because once we get into this, I don't know, vision, time travel business, it gets weird, because basically, does this mean Bran could somehow change the events of the past? I mean, he made it so that his father stopped and looked back because because Bran shouted at him. So it's like, okay, does that mean Bran has the power to change the past, even though the Three-Eyed Raven later says, you know what, the past is written, you know, there's nothing you could do. But then what Bran did kind of pushes back on that idea, so it's like, what is going on? Like, fucking Bran, what can he do? I guess eventually we'll find out. So I do want to mention Varys, because he's just he's just a motherfucking G. I mean, when he's trying to find out who's financing and backing the Sons of the Harpy, he talks to this, you know, street whore. I forgot her name. I think her name is Vala. And he's like, you know, he's trying to get information from her, and there's something particularly he says. He's like, you know, she's like, look, if you're just gonna torture me, go on ahead. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna torture you. He's like, although many deserve torture, it usually doesn't give the results that tend to be true, right? People usually just kind of lie just to give somebody what they want. So torture, pointless. So I love that. Varys, he knows. He's a motherfucking G. He uses information to his advantage, right? So he threatened her with, you would be better off somewhere else with your child, you know. I'll give you some money to start new somewhere else if you tell me what I want to know. Cool shit. What is going on? Let's talk about the High Sparrow. Now, the High Sparrow, like, what is his deal? Like, does he actually believe, like, what he preaches? Like, you know, everything, all the dogma he spews out, like, do you think he's for real? I don't know. I mean, at times, he's a master manipulator. We know that. You know, he's playing chess while the others are playing checkers, you know. But, I mean, does he actually feel he's doing the right thing? Or he's just kind of sticking it to the man being the throne, you know. Who knows? I don't know yet.